Hi, hello, hi. I'm Luyanda and I'm losing the babes. I'm losing it. And today I'm losing it because I'm really in my nostalgic era. Like I am so appreciative for good series. Because growing up, they would have me by the neck. Oh my god, Vampire Diaries every week they'd be releasing. Elena would be going evil. I would be there. Like there were nights when I would just like sleep in the lounge because I was watching series all night and I was happy. I knew peace. I knew oneness with the universe. Consuming trash media has been my life's work. You know what I mean? That being said, there's just some baseline, some of the things you go to, man, and I think everyone has like that one friend who like rewatches a specific show. I think I have a few of those, and like I just be randomly going on WhatsApp and seeing like I'd be like, oh my god, Santise was rewatching something Marvel. I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna watch all the Avengers movies now, girl? And I'm like, of course she is, and she's gonna record it and like tell us her process. And I love that. I love when people like give me suggestions for series and you know what to watch. That being said, I have a lot of friends who I do give suggestions to, and they don't take it. I'm gonna call you out once again. How many of y'all have watched Sense8? Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna go there. It's a touchy subject. So I got my nails done. Like, don't look at that one. That one's bad. Look at. Oh, she's giving spooky. She's giving. I like them. I'm getting into the Halloween spirit. My favorite holiday, guys. My favorite holiday is Halloween. Like, I'm sorry, I love an ugly boogly bitch. Oh, Carter and I want to turn some looks. Hopefully, we can, gather ourselves enough to be able to do that. I don't have makeup skills. I don't have hair skills, but we want to turn some looks. It's our first Halloween. It's our first Halloween as a couple, so I'm like, we have yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You will be sick of me. Um, so yeah, those are just my nails. I did it myself, by the way. Like I and I'm really really proud of them because it took so long. And the gel, the nail technician girls are working. Yeah, I've been rewatching a few series now. Here's what I've been watching. Let me talk about it. Firstly, Charmed. Charmed, guys. There's that era where Hollywood was just like pumping out all of these like sci-fi female Buffy the Vampire Hunter, but Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, yeah. Um, Charmed was so good. Charmed is about like these three sisters who randomly one night like figure out that they're like the prophesized three, but power of three, and that basically means they're like this ultimate force for good. Like they're just a random. They're like in their 20s. I think like the youngest sister's like 22. The oldest one's like 26, 27, and they're just these 20-year-old women who just find out that they're gonna be like badass witches fighting demons, and like the demons, oh they come, mama. They're hunting them at work. They are infiltrating every space they're in. They're trying to literally gut them like fish. Like there's just it gets wild really really quickly, and they have all of these cool powers. One of them can freeze time, one of them can move stuff with her mind, very very that, and one of them has like premonitions and stuff, and that's how they find the people they're supposed to save. It's very very well written, and I think the CGI, though not great, I think it's not bad. Like it's like you watch it and you're like, oh my god, I'm watching, they're making a show, mama, but I'm eating it up. You know what I mean? Like, and they really went deep. Like they'd make up a whole new demon each episode. Like each and every single episode would be like a new demon, someone who's been watching them for months, someone who's been working so hard to literally kill them, and they'd have to be like, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna kill the demon around 4, and I'm gonna go find a cute outfit because I'm going on a date. Like that was so slay. Like I think that show was so girl boss that I genuinely need everyone to watch it. Like it went on for like 8 seasons. It got wild. Like they went from witches. Some of the arcs have them becoming gods. It's an interesting escalation, and how they continually try to up themselves is very very good for a sci-fi series that goes on that long. I don't think I can overstate how important their outfits were to me. Um, these girls were fighting demons in leather jackets. They'd be wearing like this the tiniest silk, and they'd just be looking good, hair done upright. There's like little ribbons in it, and then full on be like in like counting spells. It'd be in the corner being like, and that's brutal. What's on? I know the TikTok song. They'd be in that corner just like casting spells. Like they would be flinging demons into walls. Like it is crazy. That's a very beautiful show. You guys need to watch it. I think I've rewatched it. Like it's not my third time rewatching it, and it doesn't get old to me. It really, really doesn't. It. I could watch. They get flicked, guys. They get flung onto walls so many times. Like demons full on come to their house, and they're just like, "Gung, gung, gung. Hi, I'm the bad guy of the week." Wah, wah. There's even like this running joke in the series where there's a particular clock that gets destroyed like each and every single episode, and the next episode it's like fixed, and then they never refer to it, but once in a while they're like, I just got that fixed again, like it's so good. I eat it up. um I love the witchy season. You can tell I'm a spooky bitch. That's kind of my thing. So I've also been, Carter and I have been trying to like watch some stuff for Halloween. We watched Edward Scissorhands the other day. Very, very nice. It was. I love that suburban. That I love suburban cults. Like something about just the suburbs. I don't know. Like I get it. I get why directors want to write about them so bad, because I'm just like, it's a good trope to start off. It's a good stuff to start off because suburbs are like everyone minds their business, but no one minds their business. You know what I mean? It's so entangled, and I think that's so good because, like, we all in real life have those neighbors who are just too much in our business, but like we expect them to sort of stay away. Whenever they do the suburban trope, people are on hedges. People are inviting themselves to barbecues. I'm just like, I would simply say, get the fuck out of my house. I don't want you here. Like, but that makes me suspicious because I want my personal space. Like, I don't know. Whenever they do suburban tropes, personal space isn't a thing. And I love that about that. Plan to watch Beetlejuice. But I'm getting ahead of myself. That's my Halloween watch list. Something else I've been watching is Winx Club. Now, girls. Guys, I realized this thing about Winx, ne? Each time that Bloom has a crisis, she literally makes it everyone's problem, right? She calls a meeting, they've gathered in her room, the girls are like, we heard noise, Bloom. What is up? It's 2 a.m. And then Bloom would be like, girls. The amount of times that I feel like I don't know who says girls more, Bloom or RuPaul, because they're just girls. Like, it's so funny to me. So Bloom like full on just like girls, and that's it's so impactful because like I thought about how growing up I'd say okay guys, and I'd always be like okay but that's not gendered, like I'd be like guys is gender neutral, and it was and it still is, and I maintain that truth till this day in the way that I used it, but in Winx Club it's so like female centered. It's an all female school. They have their boyfriends, but like it's very much like they're adjuncts to the story. And when they say girls, like it's not, they really mean it. It's girlhood. It's them helping each other through the most wildest of story arcs. Let me tell you the story arcs of Wings. Growing up, I don't think I appreciated that shit. I'm gonna ignore Blooms. I hate Bloom. I hate. Bloom bores me. The only thing that's nice about Bloom is her power, and everyone knows it. Like literally, everyone always wants Bloom for her powers, and she's just like, ugh. Even she hates it. We're all annoyed that she's there, but the story arcs, guys. Musa is the fairy of music. She's the fairy of music, and her own dad didn't want her to pursue a music career. Do you understand? Do you understand how crazy that is to me? Do you understand? Like, what did you think was gonna happen when you sent her to this fairy school to pursue her fairy attributes, which also happen to be music and sun? Like, she has to make a living. That's what School is equal part teaching you life navigation and finding some sort of way to mold your skills into some sort of career. And I mean, she can protect and be a music fairy and all that, but like she has to have a career in something. And he was mad that it was music, and it was crazy to me. Also, she didn't have a mom, like, and they keep reminding us this. She didn't have a mom. Like, it'll be like episodes without anything happening to Musa, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, Musa, this world has your mom. You could live happily ever after with her, or you can sacrifice that for this one thing you want now." And I'm like, why would you bring up her mom like that? Like, y'all don't. Why would y'all do that? And Stella at some point, Stella's my favorite character, Stella and Flora. But Stella at some point gets exiled by her father. Let me tell you, exiled from Celeria. She's no longer a princess. She has nothing. She's basically dethroned, cut off. She's going through some internal turmoil. Her father's being controlled by some raggedy ass witch. Like, imagine being stripped of your worth, your family. Like, Stella was actually visibly depressed. Like, she also wasn't going on the missions with everyone else, and she was holding on down the fort, like at Alfea. But like, Stella was going through some shit. Like, and no one thought to help her until only when Bloom could get her powers later on, where they're like, "Oh, by the way, Stella, we have enough power. We can go to that wedding, and we can let's go to Celeria." I'm so upset. I'm so upset for Stella. But yeah, rewatch Winx. It's so good. It's so good how they really try to focus on the bonds, man. The bonds between the characters, I think, are so understated because apart like Bloom and Sky, please, Bloom and Sky, they are not. Everyone can try to tell me that they're a couple and that they're in love, but I the only way I know that is when they tell each other. I don't see chemistry there. I don't like that. But as a main character, she deserves the right to date any mediocre white man, and that's okay. Like, I, this guy was just a prince. He was just a pretty prince. That was it. Um, Someone, oh my god, someone on TikTok said Bloom had more chemistry with Veltor, and I gagged. I gagged a bit because Veltor really wanted that girl. He really did. He'd be like, "Join me." She'd be like, "No, join me, Bloom." Evil Bloom. Evil Bloom was my favorite. I will say when she turned black. No, like she didn't turn African. No, she her costume turned black and her hair was spiky and she was giving very goth e girl. She was giving very much like, ugh, I don't want to be here, but I'm forced to be because you want my dragon fire. Like I could talk about Wings a lot. Actually, it's been so much fun to rewatch it. I think rewatching it, like in South Africa, the Wings agenda was pushed onto us so bad. Like we only had the four channels before DSTV and one of that. So for a good portion of time, Wings occupied a good 25% of what I considered to be my media because I would only go to SABC 1 for Wings. Like, SABC 2 would be for Dragon Ball Z, and that's like, my 50%. As for what I did on ETV, I couldn't tell you. ETV was a gamble. It was, it really was a gamble. But ETV after midnight, and maybe that's what occupied my other. I'm gonna give it to that. Yo, to be a teenager with the raging hormones, what a crazy time to be alive. SABC 3? What did SABC 3 really offer me? That's my current chat now. What did SABC 3 ever offer me? I can't think of a single show that I mean, there's obviously like, it's Dingo and all those other stuff, but like as like kids media. No, no, no. You know what? No, I'm gonna give SABC three. SABC three had me with Bollywood. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Bollywood Saturdays. Oh, oh, I ate that up. Shanti. That was my jam. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna give it to you. That's basically my childhood. Those four channels. And when DSTV came around, oh my god, when DSTV came around, girl, I didn't have DSTV. I was out here hopping cousin to cousin, just trying to catch a little bit of Cartoon Network. I was out here visiting. I was like, oh my god, uncle, it's been such a long time. Oh, you know what? I think it's gonna be fun. Don't you just like if I spend the day here? I'll be watching cartoons. I usually go to my uncle's house and he'd be watching soccer, and I'd be like, I think you've had enough now. I was a menace. Um, and then I was a Cartoon Network kid. That's actually who I am to my core. That's actually who I am. And they had such interesting Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Um, there's one with the robot. There's one with the robot boy. Robot boy broke my heart so many times. Like, I robot boy, robot boy. Is that robot boy real boy? And I was like, no, you're not. You're really not a real boy. But like, you are. You really are. You know what I mean? Like, he was real in all the parts that mattered, and I just wanted everyone to acknowledge that. I think that's all he ever really wanted to. What else was good? Oh my god, there's so much. I loved Camp Lazlo. I loved Camp Lazlo because I think I had this deep desire to go to a camp. Like Camp Media also had me. Um, little the little twins when Lindsay Lohan played her own twin. The Parent Trap, my favorite movie, So I love a whole idea of a camp, and when they had Camp Lazlo, and I'd be like, no, why are y'all doing all of these random shenanigans at camp? This is what camp is, like Camp Rock, camp. Like, I ate a camp up. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Yeah, yeah. There's so much I could. No, I'm not gonna talk about Cartoon Network, but yeah, I've been watching Wings. I've been watching Charmed. I'm still like on season three of Charmed. I'm on actually season four of Winx now. So it's like a slow burn. It's like I watch a few episodes from each thing, maybe every second day or something. But like, it's so good, guys. Like, it's so good. Especially watching. I think we need to consume more media that was maybe made in the past, but for our age group. Like, watching Charmed now that I'm also like 23. I'm like, imagine if I had to fight demons now. Like, imagine if after making this video, I have to edit it and then go look at my family grimoire and be like, okay, I'm gonna need one tense lavender, one water. Imagine if I was casting spells. Shadow King. Wait, Shadow Wizard Money King. We love casting spells. I don't know if that's the audio. I love that. I love that TikTok sound. Also, guys, TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. If you're here and you get anything, follow me on TikTok. I love that place. I love that place. And I just been making the most random videos because I want to, and nothing really matters on TikTok. You know what I mean? It's a community of people who just make stuff. You can just put on a song and just look at the camera. You've made content, you've created, people were moved. You know what I mean? The power that has, the impact that has. Yeah. What else have I been watching? Mila Tequila on YouTube. Guys, this is, if I ever do one good thing for you, you'll need to go watch Mila Tequila on YouTube. She is iconic. I got into her watching she's making this Jersey Shore series where she basically gives you like an episode by episode recap of the Jersey Shore. And I never watched the Jersey Shore like that as a whole, but I would remember like snippets. I think it would play on like, yeah, it was MTV, South Africa MTV, which was, hey, we got whatever scraps America wouldn't want, girl. But the Jersey Shore would play once in a while, and I was like, what is going on? Also, can people be orange again? I don't know. Are people still orange? I just feel like people aren't orange anymore, and I feel like I miss orange people. I think everyone should be orange again. I'm giving y'all the go ahead. I think be orange. When you're tan orange. Don't tan black. Tan orange. Be orange. Be pumpkin-esque. Be That thing really rhymes with orange. Damn it. Damn it. It's the age old question, and I tried to go there. Um, so Mila Tequila is really, really good. She also has, what other recap show? She has The Hills. I've never watched The Hills. Carter watched The Hills, but maybe I'll get into it like that. But very, very nice, like storytelling and like commentary on it. Like, it's like I know everything about Snooki, and I love when she switches between calling like Snooki Snooki and Nicole. Like, yeah, this is a shout out to Mila Tequila. You doing the Lord's work. You are making and the videos are like 2 hours long each, and I'm learning that I really really love long media. Like, I wanna put a YouTube video on, forget about it, and I'm just like hours later, I'm like, oh my god, did I just watch a whole series in 2 hours? Thank you, YouTube girl. Love that. Um, Fiona and Cake is what I'm also watching right now. Everyone stop. Everyone shut the fuck up. Everyone stop. Everyone go watch Fiona and Cake right now. Please. Please, 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 please. It's a spin-off of Adventure Time. It is so good. It is so good. It is visibly queer. It is colorful. It is good storytelling. It's good music. It's just a fun experience. It's existential. It's everything that I love about cartoons, just done right. And also, I saw this one other TikTok that was talking about how, like, a lot of the series that I enjoy personally stemmed from Flapjack. Like, people worked on Flapjack and then they split up and then they worked on like regular show, Adventure Time, and something else. And then from those shows, like, sparked Gravity Falls. And from those shows sparked like the Owl House and then Steven Universe. And like, do you understand that these people have my childhood soul in the palm of their hands? Rebecca Sugar currently is giving my heart a hug that I didn't know I needed. Yeah, yeah. This Steven Universe was just so good. It was so good. Steven Universe Future, like, everyone shut up. It was so good. Rewatch Steven Universe as well. I think I rewatched that last year. That's also a good one to watch. And if you've like if you know Steven Universe to be like the quirky kid with the gems, like, it's very that until it isn't. It's very we're going on missions until it's I think your mom is a war criminal. I think your mom is a selfish war criminal who's a liar, who's manipulative, who's selfish. And we also think that you are your mom. And we also think that your existence is an elaborate scheme for you to get away with your crimes. And we've had it with you. It's a very, who am I? You know, it's very, what's going on? And it's very, I want to grow from this. It's very, we can heal from this. It's very that. It's very, love is love is love is love. It's very, it's all the good things that humanity is. I'm sorry. If aliens came down and they said, present media that could save your life, I'd give them Steven Universe. I'd give them Steven Universe and like just watch the whole thing. Watch when Garnet marries themselves. Watch. Just watch. You know? Watch as as Lapis learns to let people in again. Just watch. Watch as Stephen grows up and questions his whole reality. Just watch. It's so good. So yeah, Fiona and Cake being the Adventure Time spin-off, Adventure Time also being just one of the best shows that had me, like, it was watching it as a teenager. We all related to Finn, like, until we didn't. My first favorite character was Princess Bubblegum. I related to her as a leader. I related to her for, you know, her pursuit of knowledge and still not recognizing her own shortcomings. And I just related to her, to the tough decisions that she's had to make for the sake of survival for her people. And I related to her particularly when she lost her kingdom and she was with Marceline and she for the first time in like hundreds of years, didn't have to do anything. And she literally was like, I've been so tired for so long. And I said, yo, why would they put this in a cartoon? I have been tired for so long. Yeah. Yeah, I related to her, man. So Princess Bubblegum was my thing. I think like my person. I seeing a character so smart but so flawed was really something that I had to learn growing up. Like, being smart doesn't mean a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in the sort of um they praise, like, you praise for your achievements. The more you achieve, the more than that. And I had that smart label put upon me really quickly, and I just like, I don't think so. I think I'm just vibing. Like, I think I'm just grasping this concept, and if I don't grasp another concept, it doesn't make me stupid in that regard. It didn't make anyone. Yeah, intelligence is a whole other thing, but I really grappled with her being the sort of someone who seeked to use academia as a way to solve all of her problems. If something went wrong, she didn't know enough to fix the problem. And I think I related to that because I was always like, no, there has to be an answer. But Fiona and Cake is really, really good. It's doing multiverse things. It's very. I think it's a very current way to rewrite a childhood show that I really, really personally loved, because we're leaning more towards multidimensional storytelling in most of our media anyway. So why not just add that facet that was already hinted at before? Like, it's just so good. The way that the characters interact with each other and slightly alter each other's physical attributes to be like, oh wait, you're in the wrong dimension. Roop, this feels more right. Like, they continually break the fourth wall of what is fan art, what is fiction within the show's actual self, what is right, what is wrong. It's so good. Y'all need to watch Fiona and Cake. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube as to where I watch my stuff. I don't know. But hypothetically, if I did, it would be fmovies.2. Yeah, just F movies. I don't hypothetically, I don't know, you know what I mean? We all have HBO Max, of course. Of course. Like, duh. Also, I think before I go, I want to give some more suggestions. I think shows that people need to watch, if you like, or let me just say shows that I enjoyed so much that I plan to rewatch again and again and again for the rest of my life. The first one is Sense8. Please go watch it. Like, imagine 8 people being spiritually and physically linked. They're experiencing each other's emotions across the globe. They're traveling, they're learning each other's cultures, all while trying not to be killed for what they are. It is representation done right. It's not just using diversity as, oh, we have a person from India, we have a person from Africa. It's actually going down and talking about the roots of the issues of, things that people go through in those countries, intertwined with this complex storyline. It talks love, it talks polyamory, it's self-identity, it talks, yeah, I could go on. You need to watch Sense8. It's really, really good. There's even a Christmas special where it is sci-fi. There's a Christmas special where the characters sort of go back to this like transient state, and they get to watch their own birth because they all have the same birthday. It's part of the core. But they watch their own birth, and it's like so good to watch. I can't even explain it. It's so good. On anime, Tokyo Ghoul season 1. I'm rewatching that. I think I'm 2 episodes in. I love that. I love that. No, actually, no, I'm 2 episodes in. I love there's a particular torture scene in that series that I really thought animators. I remember watching that as a kid, and I was like, y'all put a centipede in this person. It was an ear or eyeball. And it was just so visceral. The saliva that was animated, if you like actually read the manga as well, like, it's just done so well. And I was like, wow, the girls in Japan are working. Very, very good show. Very Also, I think you can tell I like the sort of shows that have protagonists who, you know, just are always contemplative of whether they're in the side of right or wrong. That's sort of that's the media that I like. I like gray area protagonists where I can root for you if I want to, but I also, if you can convince me of your resolve, I'm on your side. But if you can't, it's like, we can just say you wanted to be a little bit of a you wanted to stir some shit up. You wanted to be a little evil, and that's okay. I don't have to be on your side though. The Tokyo Ghoul season 1 is the only one that matters. Season 2, I don't know what they were doing there. Season 3, I don't know her. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I don't ever watch that. I'm so sorry. Don't don't do that. Classroom of the Elite. Classroom of the Elite is an anime that it's sort of like set it in high school, but it's sort of like it's a psychological anime, and they have like these. The school has a currency, and what they basically try to teach the kids is that through currency and a good plan, you can always get your way. They have this hierarchy where, when they do like A class, B class, and they try to create hierarchy within grades. So if you really work your way up in the school, you can go from like D class to C class to whatever, and that is praised. But it's very the way they go about it. It's so those teenagers, something ain't right up here. They're a bit wonky. They're a bit experimental. They're a bit psychological, and aren't all teenagers. So that was really really fun for me. The main character is so monotone that you honestly can really never tell whether the things he's saying are from a place of good, bad, are they neutral, are they just chaotic, are they as precise as we wanted to think, is he in control? Because we're led to believe that he's always in control, but it's so good. It's so good. Also, watch it in Japanese. I think it's very cringy in English. I'm sorry. It's just the way that it is. It's the particular voice acting that gets it for me. Um, and then I think the last one is a mini series that was on Netflix. It's called Someone Has to Die. I think it's 4 episodes. I watched this with Hully, my own friend, and we for like 4 hours were just like, someone has to die. Who is it? Because all of the characters were doing such death worthy things. I was like, you know what? If someone murdered you right now, I'd kind of see it. It was very like the title made you anticipate this grand death that was going to happen, and I think it delivered. I think it really really did, and I like one. I really hate Western storytelling now. Oh, storytelling, Western storytelling now. I don't know. I think it's been shoved down our throat a little bit too much. But I remember when I watched this, I was like, oh my god, set in Spain, different vibes. Let's explore that. Let's just have some. Let's explore a story that isn't about Carol down the street. I'm cultured. And I think it really, really delivered. But I think I like this particularly because it's a mini series, so it's just 4 episodes. But what it did is it continually delivered. Like I didn't feel like I was wasting time. I felt like I was just watching a really, really long movie that allowed me the room in between to think about stuff. Yeah, that's currently what I'm watching. That's currently my watch list, and I think you guys should get on the bandwagon. That's it's If you see me sparkle, it's because this is the sort of media I'm consuming. Of course, Drag Race. Oh, I can't even tell you, Drag Race. I'm trying to watch Drag Race Philippines right now, and I can't find it on that hypothetical website that I mentioned before. If you remember to go back and listen to that. Yeah, I'm trying to watch Drag Race Philippines. If you're in South Africa and know where I could find Drag Race Philippines, please, please, please tell me in the comments. I would honestly, I would be so grateful. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's my content for the week, guys. Bye, and you're welcome.